Hey, everybody. I wanted to take a moment here on day 3 of the fast just to offer some really quick, very practical tips on the experience of fasting and detoxing in that experience. We're all aware we are spirit, but we also carry flesh. And the motivation to get into fasting, beholding Jesus, anchoring our life deeply in the person of Jesus and wanting to host his presence, sensitive to his nearness, overwhelmed by how real and powerful he is. All of that is amazing. But depending on your history in fasting, if this is your first fast, and even the style of the fast that you may be doing, you are very aware that detoxing and the experience of detoxing during different points of the fast really don't seem all that amazing. And that's kind of what I wanted to offer some help in. Really quickly, in John chapter 4, we see the woman at the well. And Jesus is at the well. I'm not going to get into it all. Here's the main point. Jesus looks at her and he says, "If you would drink the water that I have to give, you would not have to return to this well every day." She's really excited, thinking that Jesus is talking about Dasani or Aquafina or something like that. But the whole point is this: we develop dependencies in life over time. And in the place of fasting, one of the things that gets assaulted, and sometimes in a violent way, that produces all types of physical complications. And when I say complications, I'm not trying to, provoke an idea of fear or make you think that something weird or strange is going to happen. All I'm saying is that these dependencies that we develop over time, we become overwhelmingly aware of them. If you are liquid fasting, and you drink a lot of coffee on a daily basis, and you enter into the fast, and you all of a sudden cut out something that your body has been dependent upon, you are going to be aware that you no longer have coffee as a part of your experience, and your body is going to be troubled and frustrated by that. And it is going to create an effect. There's going to be an experience. But that's exactly the whole point. We develop dependencies over time. Some of these things are related to food. Some of these things are related to activities. Other ones of these things are related to things we give our attention to. And over the course of fasting, you're going to experience detox. And detox is the confrontation where you are bringing your life beautifully subject to the rule of Jesus. And you are saying in your own heart, it's almost like a declaration of war from the inner man, from within the attention, from within the affections of the heart, from within the appetites of your natural man, and even your heart itself. In the place of your attention, affection, and appetite, you are saying, "Lord, I bring you all of these things, and I choose you instead of these things. I choose you instead of these other dependencies that I've developed over time. I choose you instead of these other things that I have delighted myself in." Again, these things don't have to be wrong in order for them to wildly sound the alarm on the inside as we detox from them. Because when you look to Jesus and you behold him, it's amazing. It's amazing. But when he begins to cut those strings of dependency off of these other things in your life, places that you've gone to for satisfaction, things that you've looked to in order to entertain and satisfy, other items in life where you have filled in the gaps, so to speak, that have developed dependencies over time, detoxing can be really rough. It can be really rough. But even when it's really rough, it can be filled with ease and delight. Now, notice I didn't say easy. I said ease. Ease and easy are not the same thing. So I just wanted to offer some practical insights. In these days, when you may be experiencing detox, take every painful moment and choose to lean into his presence. When your cravings are going wild, when the stomach pains and the longings of your flesh seem to be overwhelming, I try to, again, I'm saying try, I try to, in those moments, gather myself and say, man shall not live by bread alone. But Lord, I choose you right now because there's a hunger on the inside that supersedes this natural demand and this hunger that my flesh is trying to get me to cave to. When you are unraveling because maybe you removed entertainment, or maybe you're staying away from your phone, or maybe you're not doing this or not doing that, whatever it may be as an item or as an ingredient that is experiencing detox, gather yourself and look to the Lord and lean into his presence. Because I want you to consider on this side of life, meaning right now in this experience, because when we cross over by the end of the age, when we cross over into eternity, in that place, there will be joy, there will be ecstasy that will be separate from the painful offering that we can choose to offer up to him in the place of our worship and devotion right now. Consider, in the place of detoxing, Lord, I'm going to use this as an opportunity to worship you. I'm going to use this as an opportunity to offer up to you this craving. That in the place of joining you in the fellowship of suffering, when it hurts, when it's hard, I'm going to allow this to become a moment where I create an altar and I say within my own heart and life, I choose you. Not just theologically, but I choose you practically right now in the midst of this moment and this experience. As you consider your detox and how that's going to affect you as you've set yourself to fast for these next 40 days, behold him, choose him, lean into him, and give him the offering. Worship him in the midst. It can be filled with ease, even when it's not easy. We're praying for you over these days. We're grateful in this moment in history to be joined together to see God's purposes fulfilled in us as he forms his image and through us as he fulfills his purposes.